Welcome to part 2 on how to get scholarship for research, masters, and PhD programs in Canada. So today we're talking about the second part, which is meet or exceed the admission requirements. Welcome back. My name is Dr. Justice Ogoro. I'm a licensed Canada immigration consultant, and I make video content to help you achieve your dreams of coming to Canada and also to help you get scholarship for research, masters, and PhD. If you're new here, kindly subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so you get notified each time I upload a new video. So let's dive into the topic of today's video. So this is part 2, which talks about meet or exceed the admission requirements. Coming to Canada to study is competitive, especially if you're looking for a fully funded research masters or PhD program. Very competitive. So there are admission requirements, and most schools will tell you meeting the minimum admission requirement is not a guarantee that you would be admitted. So that is why I said meet or exceed the admission requirements. So now let me tell you how to interpret admission requirement, because different schools have different admission requirements, different grade you need to meet. But generally, there are 3 components that make up admission requirements. The first one is the degree requirements, meaning you want to do a master's in law, you must have an undergraduate in law, which is an LLB or a JD as they call it in North America. So meaning admission requirement, the degree requirement is if you want to do a master's in computer science or computer engineering, let's say computer science, so you must have an undergraduate in computer science or a closely related discipline. You understand? So that is a requirement. You must meet that. You can't have a fine arts degree and you want to do computer science. It is very rare for that to happen, okay? I'm not saying it cannot happen, but very rare, okay? I doubt if that can happen, you know? I just want to give an explanation. So also, if you're applying for engineering, masters in engineering, an undergraduate degree in engineering will be required, or a closely related discipline. If you're unsure whether your discipline is related, send an email to the school. Dear sir, stroke madam, especially the contact of that program, okay? They will acknowledge your email and respond to you. Just to say, you're applying for computer science, masters in computer science, though you do not have a computer science degree, but you have something that is closely related to computer science, whether your degree would be eligible as a closely related discipline, and they will let you know, okay? Rather than just applying blindly, at the end of the day, you'll be told, oh, you don't have the background for this program. So that is very important. So that's the first component under admission requirements. The next component is your GPA requirements, okay? Very important. Generally, most schools in Canada would not accept anything less than a second-class upper. Depending on the way they classify your degree in your country, for countries who have the British system, who do first class, second class upper, and so on and so forth, the equivalent of a second class upper, which is what we call 2-1 in Nigeria, is equal to 3.3 GPA in Canada. So that is like the minimum. So most schools will tell you, if you're coming from Nigeria or any school that has the British system, you must have a 2-1, the second class upper. If you're coming from China, I think it is 80% over 100, okay? So depending on your country, it must be at least equal to a 3.3 GPA in the Canadian grading system. However, generally, I would say if you have something higher, better, because I said meet or exceed the GPA requirement. The third and final component, based on my interpretation, is course prerequisites. Now, depending on the program you're applying to, they may want to see whether you have the background to carry out that program. Like I gave an example in one of my previous videos. If you want to study for an MPH, Master in Public Health in Epidemiology at the University of Toronto, I was researching this some time ago, they require you to have taken an undergraduate course in statistics. And how will they know? When you submit your transcript, they will look for it, whether you've done that program. So be careful. Drill down to know what admission requirement really means. For your program, is it just the degree? Is it just the GPA? Or they have other components like course requirements you have to find out. So these are the 3 things you need to verify or look out for when you are assessing the admission requirements for a program you're interested in, whether it's a research master's or a PhD program. 3 components, okay? So I hope you have learned something from this video, this second part in the 7th series on how to get scholarship for research masters and PhD. Kindly smash the like button so that YouTube algorithm will favor this channel and show us to as many persons that need this content and knowledge that I'm dishing out with all enthusiasm in my heart. And kindly subscribe to this channel. If you're interested in Canada immigration, check the description in this video for instruction on how to get a free Canada immigration evaluation. And also check out my instructions for my online course on how to get scholarship for research masters and PhD. I will see you in part 3. Part 3 talks about coining a research area. See you in part 3.